What's happening, everybody? Decided to get me a stream in right quick. So, just chilling. Decided to get me one stream in. What am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about the disaster that happened with Adrien Broner and Hank Lundy. Of course, I'm going to talk about the return to Artur Beterbiev, talk about some other stuff that's coming up. So, let's get it. All right, so with that being said, let's begin. So this is fight week, so the long-awaited return of Artur Beterbiev, pound-for-pound fighter, as Artur Beterbiev will defend his 3 belts versus Anthony Yarde at the OVO Arena in London. I think this fight starts 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that's about 12 p.m. West Coast time. So looking forward to that fight, though. That's gonna be a hell of a fight, but I got Artur Beterbiev winning the fight, and basically the only thing that's standing his way after this fight is basically a fight with him and Bivol for undisputed. You're hearing about Bivol will take on Canelo Alvarez around September. Canelo is going to come out and fight John Ryder maybe in May, and then, believe it or not, him and Bivol are supposed to show down in September, except this fight is allegedly going to be at 168, and Canelo will be putting all his titles on the line. So that's going to be interesting. Me, myself, I thought Canelo said he wasn't going to make Bivol fight at 168, that if he fought him, he would fight at the full 175. So there goes Canelo basically not keeping it a buck. But what else is new? But also I got to talk about what happened with Adrien Broner. Boy, was that a disaster. As Adrien Broner finds himself looking for another opponent in BLK Prime. Just not a good look, man. I don't know who's responsible for this. A lot of the blame should go on Hank Lundy, rightfully so, because Hank Lundy signed a contract to fight another fighter on February the 4th, and basically he reneged. He tried to get out of it. Saying that he had a cut, and basically he signed to fight Adrien Broner, which was in complete breach of contract. And I don't know why would he think he could get away with something like that. Like they were just gonna be like, oh, okay, so you healed up so you can fight Adrien Broner when you made it a commitment to fight on, losing 4 in a row. He had big plans what he was gonna do with this, paid a decent amount of money by his standards. You can't sit up there and basically try to sign and fight another fighter if you tied to another fight. Now what he could have did is say, hey, is it okay if I take this other fight? I'll give you a percentage of my purse. I'll pay you some of my purse to compensate you for basically pulling out of this fight. And basically he allegedly said that he had a cut and he thought they was going to believe him, the California State Athletic Commission. And basically they went after him. And they basically said, nah, you're not going to fight because you pulled out of one fight to try to take on another fight, and basically you cold busted. And that's all it come down to. That just wasn't smart on Hank Lundy's part. So now you have them trying to find a third possible opponent for Adrien Broner, and this fight is not happening with Lundy because they took his face off the promotional poster that's online. So yeah, he's not gonna be able to go. But that's just sad across the board. But like I said before, Hank Lundy tried to pull a fast one, and basically they caught him. California has one of the strongest boxing commissions out of any state, damn Nevada and New York. They have a lot of influence. They have a lot of pull. So what does he do now? Who knows? Now, who's going to replace Hank Lundy? Well, that'll be interesting. I'm pretty sure maybe by today or maybe in a couple of days, they'll find another replacement. One guy they could possibly consider, but he would have to move up in weight. I mean, why not Sandor Martin? You know, the guy that a lot of people thought beat Teofimo Lopez. Why not ask him, would he be interested in taking this fight on short notice? I know it would be on a month's notice, but, you know, it's a payday for him, and who knows? There's some people out there not trying to match make it. It's just a suggestion, just something I thought of. But you got to wonder who they're going to find on basically a month's notice. That's the problem. You basically I don't know. I wouldn't go as far as to say, you know, I wouldn't go as far as to try to blame the people from the other side of the street. Just don't have enough proof. Now, maybe while there was a change of venue, you might make that argument, but because this fight was supposed to originally take place at the State Farm, and they ended up pushing this fight up. You know what I'm saying? Pushing back a week, because it was supposed to take place, not on the 15th, supposed to take place on the 18th, and then they pushed it back to the 25th. So I don't know. It was a lot of crazy stuff going on behind the scenes with this, but yeah, you know, I hope Broner can find an opponent, but man, this is not looking too good for him. You just gotta keep it 100. Just not looking too good for him. I hope something happens, but man, you know, you done lost 2 opponents within a week's time. So I hope they can figure something out. You know, I really do. Now, let me get to the other subject at hand. Still basically no word on what's going on with Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko. Last time I checked, they have a fight date for May the 20th. Basically, it's still coming down to where they gonna have this fight. Now, I heard Saudi Arabia, but I talked to Bill about a week ago. Bill told me that he didn't think Saudi Arabia was in the cards. So I don't know. It would be shocking to me if Saudi Arabia popped up, because they've been giving me the indication that this fight was going to take place in the States. But maybe something happened. Maybe they have some people that's willing to put up some Saudi Arabia money. Because like I said, things can change over a week, and so could adding some zeros to a paycheck to get somebody to come down there and fight. So we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. But I hope we get some confirmation like real soon about what's going on with Team Haney. But anyway, just wanted to you guys live. But I'll be back with more later on. I'm out.